some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go.
Crazy different city with some different. I can switch my the same way that I change my clothes. Man, it's crazy. I'm blue and envelope. And you know I'm never lacking. Gotta do without stopping traffic. Water on my paddock. In automatic. I drink water when I'm fasting. Use a ass, girl, me and I can't have it. Boy, I'm from average. Better wait your turn, better get it on.
Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but that's just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I'm gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another.
Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that wet on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall.
Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up know the leader. Getting that while I'm on the. She's a keeper.
Coach from the heartland of America, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Lucas Oil Stadium here in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Gun! 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 Gun!
from the gun. Mayfield. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They come up first and 10 at the 16.
Detroit!
Here's a give to Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Kendall Donnerson who made the stop on the defensive side.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Watch it now, Barney!
On second down, here's Miller. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go!
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Tyquan Lewis makes a stop.
Early down stuff should put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Two runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game up.
And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now a handoff to Miller. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Looking to throw. Sparks. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
And the pitch goes to Miller. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sparks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Terrell Pryor from 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Mayfield on 1st down. And he fends him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep here for Landry. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. picked off at the 39. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception.
No. Check. Patriot. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Sparks. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
Gone. All right, now, lucky 56.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd down, Sparks dumps it complete to Miller. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He will push his way down to about the 14. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gone.
Throwing on 1st down. Sparks. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
He's going to get it running right. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense.
And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. second down. Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. They run again on first down, Chubb. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Quincy Wilson in on the stop. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Mayfield now on second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll go with the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they catch him here. And
he takes this one in for a Brown score. Case Keenum as the first half is winding down. And the Browns get a score closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. 14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. They go play action here on first down. Looking deep here for Ebron. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll go with a ground attack here. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And no, it doesn't get there. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Leopard!
This is Hines, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Watch it now, Barney!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Sparks. Oh, he stays up. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. Sparks. Ebron caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, Sparks. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56.
To throw again. Sparks eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hot.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw, Mayfield to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Miller. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Detroit!
To throw on 2nd down. Sparks. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sparks flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Play fake. Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 52 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
No. Check. Patriot.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And the Colts coming out now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And that's incomplete. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
Detroit!
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Sparks eluding the pressure right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15.
Gone!
From the gun, Sparks. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. And all the way down to the 27. It's a big conversion on third for the Colts. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Looking to throw. Sparks. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but
yeah,
no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles.
All right, now,
pretty good deal.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Sparks. And incomplete here on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Flushed out right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. A very solid gain of 27. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now let's go.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Mayfield. He's going to let this one go deep. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They begin with a run by Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And I think the Browns got it. They did.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Mayfield down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. The former Brown, Jabal Sheard, in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Sparks toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The Colts on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Sparks got him in. It's right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Lucky 56.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 43. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Time for a break. Back to wrap up the AFC Championship game after this. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Miller. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
They'll look to throw. This is caught. It's Cooks. And now running right through it. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. 23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling.
This is where hustle and urgency come into play. I think you've got to get up there and spike it.
He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Just keeping the play alive. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yeah, the opportunity squashed. Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.